Hi there, friends and neighbors. Welcome to part 2 of how to install your own kitchen faucet. We've got the old one out. Here's the old one laying in the sink here. And just like I was showing you in part 1, don't know if you can see this little stud right here. This is a stud that we took this nut and this little horseshoe type clip off of. This horseshoe clip actually fit on here. This is what held your kitchen faucet in place. So we took all that off, and then we were able to go ahead and pull the old faucet out of the sink. And what we did on our little spray hose is we just took a pair of cutters and just went ahead and cut it out, and because we're not going to need this anymore anyway. Now as far as your little spray hose here, this little grommet here actually fit up through like this right here. It's got a plastic nut on it that actually, tightens it up, holds it in place. What we did, we instead of going out to the shop and finding a socket that fit, I just took a screwdriver, bent the little aluminum collar, and actually pushed the whole thing down through the bottom just to get it out of there. Just kind of broke it out of there. Now basically what we got to do, we got a big mess here. Okay, so what this stuff is plumber's putty, old plumber's putty. And you're going to take a razor blade and go ahead and scrape all this stuff off, get it all cleaned off really nice, get you a little bit of Clorox cleanup, spray that surface down good, wipe it nice and clean, get everything clean. If there's any mildew or anything, the Clorox should take care of it. We're going to get all this stuff cleaned off before we start our next video, and we're going to go ahead and actually set our new fixture in place. Okay. Now, it does come with an O-ring, and it comes with some little felt washers here on each side. This piece is actually going to bolt right down here in place, but I do want to tell you that you do want to use plumber's putty, okay? Just like the old sink here was put in with plumber's putty. Plumber's putty is a very soft material, kind of like Play-Doh. Grab you a big old glob of it, work it in your hands, get it nice and soft, okay? And then you can actually run you a bead of this, kind of roll it up into like a worm shape, get it like a big old thick worm, and you can actually kind of lay it out, stick it, make you a nice little edge of plumber's putty all the way around here before you put your fixture in, okay? And what that's going to do, that's going to help to keep any water that can actually get up in between here and leak down inside your cabinet, just from washing dishes and stuff like that. They definitely recommend at least putting a bead on the front edge. I'm going to go ahead and run a bead all the way around, okay? A thin bead, and then when you set your fixture into place and tighten up the locking nuts, it'll actually squeeze some of that excess plumber's putty out of the way, and you'll just take your fingernail and scrape all that off, and you can take your rag and clean it off real nice, and you won't see any of the plumber's putty. Okay, same thing on our little fixture that we're going to put in our soap dispenser. We're going to go ahead and clean that up. We're going to go ahead and probably already have that set in place when we get to the next video too. We're going to do it the same way. We'll put some plumber's putty around it, we'll set it down in there. It'll probably have basically the same kind of lock nut system on it, and we'll go ahead and get it affixed also before the next video. So friends, stay tuned to part number 3, and we'll start going back together with this sink and have some water running shortly. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.